Welcome to MPL Presents Quick Buzz Live, and whoa, what's going on here? Am I awake, Lisa? Am I awake?
You are.
Am I awake? Slap me again. It is Sean Pollock who has returned to the MPL Super Couch. The prodigal son returns, and not just for one prediction. Tell people how many predictions you got right today.
Well, if we had to go through it, it would be a whole lounge suite. So I'll just stick with one chair.
So you said Parthiv Patel. He was like, Parthiv Patel will be explosive in the power play and get out at 5.5 exact. Said before the game began, he said KKR will win today, even though all the stats and all the trends were against that.
It had to be 7-1.
It had to be 7-1.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right.
And it's 7-1. He used a child's mathematical prowess to get to that pattern spotting ability. That was very well done. So that was 7-1. And then, of course, you said that...
and they'd lose in less than 200.
Yeah, you said 199. And what did they get to 198?
198.
Yeah.
There must have been some...
There was some error somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it was that cramp, Pandya's cramp.
Yeah, that's one. Excellent. So he
I didn't put that in my calculation.
Yeah, he put everything right. There was probably a wide that was not called. Otherwise, it's 199. So he is sitting on the super couch. But meanwhile, KKR, well, what a win for them. But really, I think what we should be talking about down at the bottom right there with Mumbai, Hardik Pandya, 91 of 34. My goodness. So you take what Andre Russell did, 80 or 40. We add about, 1/3 more praise to that, and then praise Hardik Pandya. Those are the mathematical rules. Go.
Just amazing striking, isn't it? The fact that he sets up so well. He doesn't move around the crease too much. He doesn't try and outfox the bowler. He sets himself very still, where he's able to reach the ball outside off stump, or if it comes into the stumps, he's able to kind of do his helicopter shot, which he's perfected now, to the leg side. Clean striking. We said at the halfway point in the innings that if they can start to get some boundaries off the first few deliveries of each over, Mumbai Indians gave themselves a chance. And there was a point there that KKR, the drop catch, Dinesh Karthik and Robin Uthappa, they collided. You thought, oh, was that a turning point in the match? But thankfully for KKR fans, they were able just to hold their nerve. But wow.
Yeah, wow. Actually, that's the one word to sum it up. Pretty much wow, because he was just on a roll today. And what he did, I mean, you see that and you go, all right, there's been some fantastic hitting. There was also very clever hitting, wasn't it, Sean? He was targeting the first ball of every over to hit a 6. So that the pressure would come down. They needed 16 and over. That's never easy. But when you hit the first ball for a 6, you go, okay.
Yeah, good surface. And he was supremely confident in his abilities. He almost had a chat between overs and said, okay, we'll put them under pressure immediately in the first ball. And I can remember the game we played, the 4-3-8 game, where we managed to get over the line. It's almost like you don't end up appreciating the boundaries because there's so many of them coming. Today is another case in point. We've seen some brilliant hitting from Russell and now Pandya. And when they're going, just, another boundary. And from KKR's perspective in the dugout, they're sitting there thinking, he's striking it nicely, but he'll get out. Let's hope he gets out.
Yeah.
Please get out. And then eventually
he's not getting out.
So they would have been a little bit nervous, and only once his wicket had fallen would they have comfortably believed that they were going to win that game. But a great performance by him. Also got a wicket in the match, and also a great performance by Russell. You know, he got his score plus 2 wickets, and his bowling was actually key as well.
Yeah.
He bowled some really good deliveries there and got quite a few dots for the KKR, which just calmed them down a touch. But a fantastic day of striking by 2 individuals.
And the last time that KKR beat Mumbai Indians was, I think, the 6th or the 8th of April 2016. 15, sorry, even worse, 15. It was 4 years ago. My goodness. It's going to be a special party tonight in Kolkata, right?
It is.
Probably a boat down the Hooghly and everybody's going crazy.
Well, hopefully there are a lot of smiles and everyone patting each other on each other's back so that they can now, KKR, put aside whatever, maybe your conspiracy theory was right and everything's fine, and now KKR just get that momentum that they need. I mean, they won plenty of games at the top end, obviously lost a chunk in the middle. Now all they have to do is just keep that winning momentum, and all of a sudden KKR come into the equation of the Final Four.
Now, this is how good Hardik Pandya was today. Now, Hardik Pandya has effectively taken, 5 overs, and hit 91 runs. He asked the rest of his team to get basically 140 in 14, which now when you break it down doesn't seem that daunting. So do you think that there was a little bit of panic, Sean, at the top of the order? They were just, can you sometimes try to go too hard?
Yeah, you can, and that's why I said the coaching staff during the break needed to go and just say, listen, stick to your normal game plans. You both have great striking ability. I think Virat was a bit disappointed that he got out, and Quinton de Kock didn't really give himself a chance. He didn't get going at all. So therein lied the disappointment, and it put them on the back foot. And they did remarkably well to get back onto the front foot, and at one stage maybe even had a hope of getting over that score. But it makes KKR a dangerous side. They've had a bad losing streak of the 6 games. That now comes to an end. And you would think their coaching staff and manager will say, listen, guys, let's just back ourselves. Go out there and just play with absolute freedom. We were basically on the verge of jumping out of the tournament. We've now got half a hope. Just go and express yourself the way we did tonight.
Yeah, they're 59 to win of 3 overs. And we're watching that. And if you're a KKR fan, that was not comfortable viewing because you had 59 of 3. Hardik Pandya still going great guns. And at that point in time, Sean's right, they were on the front foot, weren't they, MI?
Yeah, they were. And it was down, and I said earlier about Krunal Pandya, that he would play a crucial role. And there were probably, 5 balls in the slot for him, and he just fell off them and shanked them to the onside. If he had gotten 1 or 2 of those away, then you almost felt that it wasn't solely on Hardik Pandya to get all of those runs. He needed someone else just to find the boundary every now and again, and he missed out that opportunity with his brother. I think that was probably the defining moment because they certainly had that momentum going into the last few overs.
Yeah, but usually what happens is when you're growing up, if one gets the fever, the other brother gets the fever as well. Today, it was just Hardik who had the fever. And he was turning on the heat. Krunal didn't really catch that virus today. And he's been sort of off the boil with his batting, especially this tournament. So really sort of a mountain too tall for him, perhaps, at that point in time. But anyway, that's done and dusted. You have to say for KKR, reason to celebrate. A little hiccup there, of course, towards overs 14, 15, 16, where you go, oh man, Hardik's taking away from us. But got over that hiccup and then, of course, won rather comfortably. Big thanks to Andre Russell. There was Shubman Gill, of course, who got a lot of runs. Chris Lynn got runs, but Andre Russell got the runs as well as got the wickets. There was an all-round effort from him, and that's why he's our MPL hero of the match. There you go, the 80 of not out of 40 balls. Plenty of 4s and 6s that was sprayed into the crowd, and then he picked up 2 wickets at an economy of 6.25 in a game which has gone pretty much at 10 and 11.
Yeah, in the context of the game, that's a superb bowling performance. The 2 wickets were vital to obviously make inroads into the MR batting lineup. But the 6.25, I think that's really important because that just made that score a little bit further away. So 4 overs, 2 for 25.
Got to say something about the kid as well, Sandeep Warrier, right? 4 overs for 29. He's bowled 11 dot balls there, right? Thrown into a big situation against a big team that you've not won against for 4 years. He delivered, didn't he?
He did deliver, but he's coming off a really good domestic season, isn't he, for Kerala? He's picked up wickets not only in their T20 competition, but also first-class competition. And that time in the middle where everything's going really well for you, the rhythm that he would have got from that domestic season, he's managed to bring it on the world stage, so to speak, and perform really well in front of his home crowd. So credit to him for doing that when balls were flying around left, right and centre.
Yeah, really. They got everybody. And they really got Piyush, didn't they, in those 3 overs?
They did. They put him to the sword and everything he tried just disappeared. But Warrior, the first time I've seen him. I haven't seen him bowl before, and I was impressed by his skills. I did think it was going to be a big task, and the fact that there was such a big score on the board that they were going to be targeting him to go after. But he held his nerve and did a great job.
Yeah, let's have a look at the points table, right? What's happening over there now? Mumbai still not qualified. Remember, they needed to win today to put the queue against their name. They haven't. So, as it stands, Delhi and Chennai, as we go into the final week of the league stage, it's Delhi and Chennai who have qualified. Sorry, last year, at this point, it was Chennai and Hyderabad that had qualified. So, basically, Chennai is your compulsory blind, right? In your first round. So let's look at where they are down. Kolkata now have 10 out of 12 games. They are ahead of Punjab, who's 10 out of 11, Rajasthan 10 out of 12, Hyderabad 10 out of 11. Tomorrow, one of these two teams, because Punjab is playing Hyderabad, one of these two teams will remain tied with Kolkata and one will go slightly ahead.
Yeah, well, I got a tweet from one of the guys who tells me that RCB aren't out of it yet.
RCB fans, I tell
yes,
you. They find you.
They found a way. They found a way. Scenario.com, they said they can get to 12 points and still qualify if this one wins this one.
Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up while you're saying that, because I really want to. Do you remember it by any chance?
I don't remember it exactly, but it was basically the big teams continued to win.
Yeah.
And that RCB obviously won all the rest of their games. But then there was this one beats this one beats one. I can search for it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.